This is high voltage test set, AC as well as DC. Rather, this one is particularly a control unit for the combined AC and DC HV test set. This is AC high voltage unit. We can simply remove this cover, and inside we have the high voltage transformer. These are all connections made. This one is the high voltage output terminal in AC. We will understand first the measuring instruments and controls. This is output control knob. We can increase or decrease the output voltage. This one is the mode selection switch. Of course, this is mains input wire. This is mains on or off rocker switch. Test on, HV on. Test off, HV off. Push buttons with indicator. This is start and reset for this timer. This is output kilovolt meter, kV, AC as well as DC. This is output current meter, that is milliampere meter, leakage current meter or trip current meter, whatever we can call it as. So both these two meters can operate in AC as well as in DC mode. They can read AC as well as DC parameter. So this is all about the controls. Now here these are the connectors. Here this connector, both the connectors go to the high voltage unit and the DC unit. We will show you the DC unit separately. So they are connected. All the details are mentioned in the operating manual how to connect. Now we will test in AC mode first. For that, before testing any object, we need to test the instrument for its proper working. That is, we need to check whether the instrument trips for the overcurrent if there is a fault in the object when we are testing. So for that, what we need to do is, first we need to short the high voltage output terminal to ground terminal. This is the shorting. That is our high voltage terminal. We have shorted it to ground terminal. This means high voltage will be grounded and a ground current will flow through the high voltage. So we can get the current in the meter. Here we need to understand this meter first. This is a millivolt meter cum controller, and here there is a one push button to press and one knob to set. So if we press this knob, the display shows what is the set trip current, and we can change it by rotating this. Okay, so this is now, right now it is 9.5 milliampere is the current limit what is set. Once we release the push button, it reads the real value. So now we have shorted the output and we have set the leakage current limit. Now check the zero. If at all we are not at zero, the instrument will not start. So this is one of the interlock what is provided. That is called zero start interlock. So now I am at zero, and now I can start the HV. Now the HV is started. The really leakage current through the high voltage to ground is flowing, and it is 8.1 milliampere. If I will cross 9.5, which is set, the instrument will trip for overcurrent. Okay, this way we can change this value. If suppose I will keep it somewhere around 16.6, again I will bring this knob to 0 and start. Now here we can go gradually, and once it crosses the set limit, the output will be tripped off. This is the way we can check the self test of the instrument. and verify the instrument is working properly. Now we will see the high voltage. We have removed the shorting link between the high voltage to ground, and in this case if we operate the instrument, there will not be any current flowing directly through the ground because the output terminal is open. Now here the value on the kV meter, what we can see is the high voltage output at the tip of the high voltage transformer. So gradually we can increase the voltage to any value for testing, and we can test it. Now before I show you the complete thing, understand this timer. This is a timer. One display is for setting and another is for real time measurement or countdown timer. We can change this value . Press and hold this square button. It will enter into the programming mode. If we want to change this value, we need to use up and down key like this. Hundreds we can change. Again 0. Again press this. Tens, it will be scrolling. We can set it at any. If suppose we want 20 seconds, press. Now this unit, this digit will flash, so we can set it like this. If we want say 25 seconds, okay, let us consider we want to set only 5 seconds, so this way. And again finally you can press and hold this key, okay, and reset. Now 5 seconds are set. This is the duration of testing what we want to test the object. Suppose now the high voltage is there, we need to set the output voltage say for 5 kV, for example. If suppose the output voltage is set to 5 kV and now we need to start the timer. The timer will start counting down. Once the time is over, it will trip off the output of instrument. Now again we can reset it. So again we have to start, we need to come to 0. Okay, this way we can use the high voltage tester. Now if we want to test at 10 kV, suppose set the output at 10 kV and then you can start the timer. So the 10 kV test will be conducted for 5 seconds and after that it will turn. So this is the way. Now we can reset it for the next test. This way we can test or use the high voltage tester in AC mode.